That game looks terrible. Yo, so real quick, so we're gonna watch Andrew Tate's first interview from home since he's been out of that Romanian jail or whatever. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. We're gonna check it out here. This is a video Brasso was able to get his hands on, but obviously this is somebody else's footage, so I don't own the rights of this footage. Only Andrew Tate and whoever he ends up making this interview with, whoever he's doing this interview with. So yes, let me know if you want to help support your boy. Hit me up on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Kicking It with Timmy B. Then hit me up on Facebook and Twitter at KIWTB Gaming. We are gonna go tap in with this, and we'll see what the top G has to say. Because there's people from all over the world that are waiting to hear back, to hear what this guy is gonna say. He's talking to this guy, by the way, on he's from Vice News. This dude's a total weak person, and he can't tell. I think he could tell that Andrew's talking to him like this, but he's such a weak person, and Andrew is legit. He just takes the flack of what Andrew's saying just to keep him on the phone, and he just keeps asking him questions. I don't know if he's recording this or what. The guy that's on the phone, I don't know if he's recording this, but I think he probably is if he keeps blowing up his phone to get this interview. But I'm thinking he's calling him up to say, hey, I want to schedule a meeting with you. I don't know if he's going to, I don't know. Because obviously he can't leave his house. He has to stay there. So the only way to do that interview is you would either have to pull up to Romania, or you would have to do this video call.
I have no problem with your questions. Questions are not a problem.
The reason that I want to do an interview with you, and of course you can do an interview with anyone you want, and that's entirely your choice. I'm just one of the many people asking you, I guess. But we have a history. And we got cut short last time, and there are still unanswered questions that I want to put to you. I can only tell you why I want to interview you, Ultimately, it is your choice.
It is my choice, isn't it? I get to choose which reporter in the world, all these reporters who want to say bad things about me, I get to choose which reporter on the planet gets to become relevant via proxy, because I am the most relevant person, and I get to do the charitable act of allowing somebody to sit next to me and ask me questions. It's kind of interesting. I need to think heavily about it. I can't give out such a fantastic opportunity to disingenuous nobodies.
Damn.
I need to think about. Do you work for the BBC now, or do you work for yourself?
I'm an independent contractor, but it has to be broadcast somewhere, and I think the BBC is where it would go.
Mm.
But one thing I would say, though, is I spoke to the sartorial shooter, and he said that one of the things you might want is the chance to film it and record it yourself.
Oh, you mean so you can't edit in stutters like you did with Vice to pretend that I was stuttering when I was answering questions? Is that why?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yes, you do, Matt.
The algorithm to make you become more famous and more viral.
I'm not an expert on algorithms for social media platforms. I do not have most of them installed on my phone. I cannot control what a 15-year-old Singaporean decides to do when he chops me up and calls me names. I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your
When
you search for your name in Google, what are the associated terms? Why then have the Romanian police said the investigation is ongoing?
I'm not sure where you got that information from. I'm not sure who said it. Is there some kind of procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a
He's
lot
literally
of bad
got his face with a loser next to it.
There has been a lot of bad
Some
on the associated terms. Why then have the Romanian police said the investigation is ongoing?
I'm not sure where you got that information from. I'm not sure who said it. Is there some kind of procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad
Procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad
I can't control that, and I wouldn't try. I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your
Procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad
Let's be honest with each other. We have a history. We're friends now. Don't lie. Stutters were edited in to try and make it look like you stumped me with your asinine questions, which of course is absolutely impossible.
I honestly don't know what you might be referring to is sometimes we cut to B-roll of someone's face when we're editing an interview because, you know, we spoke for almost an hour, but it gets cut down to only a few minutes. So there are going to be some edits and we are going to need to cut to your face at some point.
You dishonestly edited. Okay, we agree.
Well, we edit. I would say we don't dishonestly edit it, but the idea that we would just release an hour-long unedited interview doesn't really make sense, right? Because the whole documentary is only 45 minutes. So, anyway, but the
What?
point is, I
That's a
can't
terrible
stop you
excuse.
Filming in your own home, you know, releasing whatever you want to release, editing it however you want to edit it. You know, I can't stop you doing that. So if that's what you want to do, then you obviously can do it. And then, you know, when people say, oh, Matt, you've unfairly edited this or whatever, you can say, well, here's the full unedited
You're right.
version.
You're right. I can film our interview to protect myself from your dishonest journalism. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to think about it, Matt, because I'm the one who matters here. I can sit down with fucking
Piers
Big
Morgan.
Bird, Oscar the Grouch. I can sit down with anybody and it'll be the most viewed podcast or interview in the world. So I'm going to think about it.
That's true.
Would you bring me a box of chocolates?
I can bring you a box of chocolates.
If you promise to bring me a box of chocolates, that will increase your chances within 24 hours. But you have to promise me, Matt. Don't lie to me.
What?
I'll check with my superiors whether I can send you a box of chocolates.
Well, then you check with your boss. You go into your boss's room and ask if you're allowed to spend
Their
a large
money.
portion of your salary on a 5-pound box of chocolates, and you let me know. And
Wow.
if you can, then I will strongly consider allowing you the opportunity to speak with me.
How much does that
Are you
cost?
asking all the journalists to bring you a box of chocolates?
You let me know about the chocolates, Matt. Right. So, now Matt's going to come back and tell me he's going to buy me a box of chocolates. What Matt doesn't know is that because he's a dishonest journalist, if he agrees to the chocolates, I'll agree to the interview. But I'm not going to show up.
Wow.
What I do is record him standing around waiting for an interview with my box of chocolates. You see, isn't the world beautiful? Vice do a hit piece on Tate. Tate goes to jail. We got him. Release the hit piece. He's in jail. He's never getting out. God releases me. Vice, Matt, BBC, whoever, Matrix agent number 399 begs for another interview, and I end up with chocolates. It's kind of like I never lose.
A few moments later.
Hello, Matt.
I can bring you a
It's
box of
a
chocolates.
I
Great.
could bring you this box of
Here
chocolate.
we are. See, I went to jail. Everyone said Tate's over. His life's done. He's going to go to jail. Turns out I was totally innocent. I've been let free. And now I get chocolates from Vice. Life's looking good.
That's fucking good.
From the BBC.
Oh, even from the BBC, it's even better. They got bigger budgets. Don't let me down, Matt. Don't be cheap.
So, when works for you?
How soon can you get the chocolates?
As soon as you want.
I'm pretty hungry.
Put them right now.
Assuming the chocolates are procured. What day is it today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
This was yesterday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Assuming the chocolates are ready, but it depends who you're going to come with because I just talked to my lawyer on house arrest, blah, blah.
Friday works if I need to get permission to visit you from the
Romanian
police.
government.
I'm sure I can do that. I can probably do that.
Alan, my lawyer, can handle all that. How many of you are coming?
It would just be 3 people. Me and 2 crew.
You and 2 crew. Okay, let me talk to my lawyer and I'll get back to you.
Okay, great. Hopefully see you soon.
Hopefully.
All right.
Days later.
Later.
Is Andrew coming out to meet us?
Yeah, who are you?
Matt
This is Matt, and he looks.
from the BBC.
Alright, I'm gonna let him know.
Okay,
Like,
great.
be right
thank
back.
you.
Okay.
Thanks.
This is his crib. And there's his brother. And there he is.
Yeah, I'll have breakfast.
No way.
Breakfast.
Got the cigar.
Today with a very renowned, esteemed, well-known journalist called Matt Shea. Yeah. As you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion. I think you can see him stand outside my house right there. With his film crew. With his film crew.
He's got the cameras and everything.
Where is he? There he is. There he is. Up. Please, can I have another interview? Please.
Oh, I love it.
Gee, what a dork! Imagine going to school as a kid.
Okay.
And everyone's like, you're a geek.
Okay.
You're a nerd.
Okay.
You're a dork. And then you grow up. And they were right.
I watched
That's Matt Shea's reality.
I watched one of his interviews about a drug in Colombia, and he was sniffing cocaine in the interview, talking about how the drug people aren't actually that bad; they're the same as the cocaine people. But then he does hit pieces on good people.
Christian, he is a dork, a nerd, and a geek. DNG.
He's DNG.
DNG.
I haven't seen a DNG in person.
And you know what's amazing?
What?
His stupid ass didn't do what me and you would have done. Jump on a jet and fly somewhere. No. He went to the airport, checked in, Wizz Air, economy, put all his bags on the thing, quickly, let's wait in line for security. Went through all that shit at 4 a.m. this morning to come here and stand outside my house like a dickhead.
I wonder how much of his annual salary this cost.
Well, what do you call me? I'll let him know I'm having my breakfast. So he has to fucking wait. Just call me, he certainly will. He's still there. Did he have chocolate?
Andrew, can I say what? Sorry.
I don't
Why
see it.
is he here?
To do it?
About?
How about the most famous man in the world, the most influential man in the world who owns the culture, the person who's going to save planet Earth, me. And of course, I decided to do an interview with him to boost his career because he was so honest the last time I gave him a chance.
So this is Vice episode 2.
Yes, you did. But this time,
He just laughs at him, bro. He-
woo! It'd be great.
Dude, he's having a fucking blast right now.
Man,
That's not the interview. Can't dance.
this is my interview. This is all I have to say to him. Woo!
The question is, will he do the interview and let him in?
So I spoke with Andrew. He said he's tired right now,
Okay.
and like to give him his chocolate.
Give him his chocolate.
Yep.
Okay. Well, can you tell him we can give it to him once we're sat down to do the interview?
He wants the chocolate now.
He wants the chocolate now.
Yep.
Okay, because I'm a little bit worried that he's just gonna
Take the chocolate.
brag about us bringing him chocolate on Twitter and not actually do the interview.
Correct.
You
So-
have to bring the chocolate first.
Okay, so is he too afraid to come out and say it himself?
No, he's just tired. He's having his breakfast now.
Okay. Could you do me a favor? Could you ask him if he is scared of doing an interview with us?
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Yep. So
He's got to be so mad.
You are scared to go out and talk to him.
This middleman shit.
Scared.
Yep.
He challenged him.
Now he said I'm scared. I really have to go. I can't just smoke my cigar and ignore him.
Yeah, right?
Where's my chocolate?
You're definitely going to be more upset at getting called scared than him wasting his entire week.
Correct. Where's
He
my
didn't
chocolate?
want to give you the chocolate now. He wants to get in the house and then.
Well, you can wait a while. Let's give him about 10 minutes.
Damn, he's really gonna let him do. He's really gonna let him in.
I think he's beginning to realize the reality of this.
Yeah, they cut the audio.
I've got a pretty empty day today. I can't think of anything I'm supposed to do. I mean, Marty must save this man the world. The battle against Shaitan.
Okay.
Already own the culture. We're fighting back against the Matrix. I already know Aikido. You understand? So do my Aikido so quickly that it
Tornado
creates a
style.
vortex, like a tornado. It goes high into the sky.
You're going to study your Aikido.
I know Aikido. I still have a lot of empty days, so there's nothing to do. There's a DNG outside.
It's DNG. It's a wild sighting.
It's been 45 minutes now.
Oh my god.
Woo! He flew a colony, G. With his bags, putting them in the overhead. Sorry, bumping into people. I'm an important interview. I'm a reporter. Sorry for all my bags. I got an important interview. I'm a reporter. Geek! You look like a geek. You're outside my door, looking like a geek.
Fake news media.
They're still there.
He is fake news.
When are we going to afford a taxi home? Maybe he's stuck there.
I wonder what crappy hotel he's staying in. He's not staying in a good one, is he? I think he now must realize what's happened. I think he now must realize that he's been checkmated in the grand game of life.
Filming Marina take the trash out. I guess that's the story for Vice. Recorded. They're filming Marina, our housekeeper, take the trash out. I guess that's his Vice story nowadays. Misogynistic influencer Andrew Tate has garbage which he uses to litter the landfills and damage the ozone layer because of global warming. Mache. Fucking nerd. 2 bags of rubbish from his house that contain microplastics. Get a life, you fucking geek! Get out microplastics. Shut the fuck up.
He likes making garbage documentaries, doesn't he?
Fucking nerd.
You could film just the bag of garbage for the entire documentary and it'd still be less garbage than the last one he tried to make.
They're still there.
Oh, have some pride, Matt. Come on.
Yeah, just fuck off, Matt.
Matt's the kind of guy.
Come on, Matt.
Matt's the kind of guy.
Get in your head.
Matt's the kind of guy who will arrange to meet a girl for dinner, show up at the restaurant with his £8.64 in his pocket, ready to try and show her a good time. Her not show up, and him sit at the table for 5 hours. Well, maybe he'll talk to me.
Looks like the kind of guy he is.
Clearly. You know the worst thing?
What up, man? What up, Dan Jen?
1%. Neither should anyone else. These are the worst type of people. They're literally agents of the Matrix. They will edit your speech and cut your sentences up to make it look like you said something different. They will misrepresent you
The Matrix
in the most callous and grotesque and most promiscuous and absorbent manner. And now he thinks that he's going to come here and what? Interview you again.
Matrix agent.
The DNG.
DNG.
The original DNG.
Am I dancing?
The original.
Oh, wait, he's calling. Matthew.
Hey, how's it going? How's your breakfast?
It's good, thanks.
Are you gonna let us in to interview you?
I thought I sent someone out to say, come back a bit later. I just woke up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can come back later. What time works?
What time is it now?
1:15.
2:30?
Perfect. See you then.
Perfect. Matt, do you have my chocolate?
Yes, I brought you chocolate.
Good, because there's no access to the house without chocolate at 2:30. I want you to know that.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's sit down and have an interview and then you can have it.
No, you don't make the
He's smart.
My chocolate before you come into my house at 2:30 when we do our interview.
Yo. Yo, I'm so done. Dude, he's so good at playing that part, man. he plays that part. He said, no. If I don't get the chocolate now, you're not pulling up.
I'm standing outside the house of millionaire Andrew Tate. He told me to come back later, and I will. He had bags of trash, and the bags of trash had microplastics, and then he took my chocolates.
You look like a geek, bro.
Right.
Well, there it is. Shout out to Brasso. Shout out to the homie Andrew and Tristan. Woo! It's hype, baby. What a very funny interview, must I say.
He's a DNG, bro.
No one has deserved this more than him ever.
Massage my head, please, because there's a DNG outside, and it's
affecting your brain power.
so cool.
The DNG is affecting your brain.
Outside, begging at the gate. Please interview me. Like his patheticness and his insidious weakness is in the atmosphere, and I have to make sure that I channel my chi.
Yeah.
You got to breathe smoke in his
Got to breathe in smoke, massage my super brain to purify my existence, because there's some DNG at my gate who won't give up. Please, let me talk to you. You look like a geek. So get fucked. I finished my lunch, finish my 15th coffee of the day, and continue to conquer the world and be fucking rich.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Talk some DNG.
Don't end up like a DNG standing outside a man's gate.
That would be horrible. Imagine
horrible.
flying Wizz Air economy to stand outside a man's gate.
Your only big shot in the world to ever be noticed again
You look
is that guy to come out.
like a geek.
And there is less than 0% chance.
The worst thing is, I said come back at 2:30, and he arrived on time to the minute.
Mr. Punctual.
Maybe if I get there exactly on time, he'll let me in.
You look like a geek. You look like a geek.
We don't hold that Just when you thought he couldn't look more geeky.
This is helping. His vibes are being repelled by my Aikido.
Geek repellent Aikido.
Will not let him poison me. I refuse. It is my life's mission to never end up anything like Batman.
Yeah.
It is my life's ambition to never be anything like him. And then a little worm who comes along and does hit pieces on people while trying to pretend to be their friend, to try and get hits on the internet. And everyone realizes he's a little worm. And then he's so desperate to matter that he has to beg the same person he betrayed for attention again, because he is a complete dork.
Who would ever talk to him that's relevant now? So I mean, you're not talking to him, but
Talk to the DNG. Who gives a fuck about him?
The
Why
DNG.
DNG go have an interview? No.
yeah, no.
You look like a geek.
Let me fly here and I'll consider it.
Let me fly it out.
Dude, calling me.
You're busy.
I'm super busy.
I can see you're busy.
I'm working. Repelling his negative organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kickers. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh, Daddy?
Yep. Do you have the chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have the chocolate?
So,
I can.
look, obviously, what we don't want is to give you the chocolate and then not do the interview, right? But I know you want to film us giving you the chocolate. So if you or Tate can come up with a way where we're both happy, then let's
You're
do
not
it.
gonna get an interview without the chocolate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So how about if you tell Tate he can come out, and then we can hand him the chocolate as we enter, and you can film it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him, but he's pretty busy, just so you know.
Busy
So-
with what?
With work.
It's not your business.
Oh, really?
It's not your business.
Okay, so he wants you to go out.
Damn.
Because he's scared he's not gonna get an interview if he's gonna give you the chocolate.
Why didn't you say you will get interviewed once you give him the chocolate?
I told him that.
And what did he say?
He wants you to go outside, and he can like.
Yeah, keep dreaming, loser.
He's got another. Oh, he's got the cigar. He's re-burning the cigar, relighting the cigar.
Andrew, and you either give him the chocolate and you'll have an interview, or you don't and you don't have no
Okay.
interview.
Okay,
So
fine.
yeah.
Deal.
So where's the chocolate?
Where's he?
He's inside.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah.
But you
he
have to
comes
give
out-
him the chocolate first.
Okay, if he comes out, we'll give it to him.
He won't come out. If you give me the chocolate, I'll get the chocolate to him and you'll have an interview.
Your name's Stig, right? What's your name?
I'm Alex.
Alex. Okay, right. So you're obviously a smart person. You know that if I give you the chocolate, then there's a high chance he'll never come out, right?
But at least it's a chance. If you don't give him the chocolate, you won't have an interview.
Yes, but
At all.
I'm not gonna give him the chocolate and then just risk him not appearing. So what I could do is hand him the chocolate as we walk in. That's a smart idea, right?
No, because he doesn't want that. He wants the chocolate. He's gonna do an interview with
What do
you
you
after.
what do you think about all this?
I'm
don't-
outside now.
You don't have any thoughts?
Yeah, no,
What, you don't
Nothing.
have a brain? You can't think?
it's not that. It's just I don't want to get involved in this.
But you are involved. You're literally filming me.
Yeah, I
You
know,
live
but like
with
that,
Andrew Tate and you're
that's
filming
it, you
me.
know.
Okay.
So, anyways,
So what do you do for Andrew Tate? You work for him full time, or?
again, it's just you have to give me the chocolate, or if not,
So he just
not
sends
gonna have
you
it.
to ask us to give him chocolate. So what? Did he pay you, or do you work for
for
him?
this,
Yeah. How does it work?
no.
So what?
So this is the last time I'm gonna come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're either gonna give me the chocolate, I'm gonna give him the chocolate. You'll have an interview. If not,
This is
That's
getting
it.
quite silly, though. Isn't it? I mean, is he gonna do an interview with us even if we gave him the chocolate?
Bro, this is a slap in the face to
there's no
Vice,
chance.
to this kid, and everything.
To if you bring him the chocolate.
I'll call him.
Fucking circus shit. Phone's just ringing off the hook, huh?
Okay, since he's not picking up.
Hi, Andrew. Look, so I know you want to film. You want to film us giving you the chocolate. So, I'm happy for you to do that. I just, as I'm sure you know, like I don't want to risk a situation where I give you the chocolate and then we don't get in. So why don't we do something like you come out and we speak face to face and I give you the chocolate as we walk in.
I don't think you're a good-intentioned actor, Matthew, based on your previous performance.
So I need payment in advance, unfortunately.
Well, look, can you suggest a way in which we can feel some sort of assurance that you're going to speak to us? Like maybe if you come out now and we can hand it to you face to face.
The problem is, last time I trusted you, you acted in bad faith. So this time you must trust me. That's the circle of life. It's the balance of the universe.
Yin and yang, Matthew. You must trust me.
Wow.
You must place your faith in the top G and hand over the chocolates, the payment for his presence.
And then you will see. Perhaps you'll be rewarded.
But this is
You have no faith in me.
Despite me allowing you unprecedented access to my private network and home, in which you were a bad faith actor, if you still are scared about losing your heavy financial investment of £6 in a box of chocolates, then you will not get your interview.
Well, it's
a hard line, Matthew.
the thing is,
line that will not break.
I'm a journalist.
Give Alex the chocolate.
Give him the chocolate.
You can't just assume that if you're nice to someone that they're gonna not betray you. I mean, a journalist are job is to report on the truth.
This is that's
Imagine
sick
if there was a
editing.
witch, just because someone let you into their house, they didn't report on the truth about you. I mean, that would be insane. The problem is, it's becoming quite obvious that you're afraid of doing an interview with us.
You are one pathetic loser.
Oh my god.
Okay, how about 1 square of chocolate?
Half layer?
No.
Half
No,
an
I
hour.
have to give.
Fair trade.
He said no. You have to give all.
Chocolate, right? So if I give you a square of chocolate,
No. Okay. See you.
1 hour later.
Yes, Matt.
Hi, Andrew. Yes, so I've just been interviewing your fans outside. They all have been saying very nice things about you. One guy who you helped get over his weed addiction. Another guy who's come all the way from Miami.
I'm a nice guy, Matt. You didn't know?
Well, look, it is frustrating that I can't give you these chocolates because I literally have no choice in the matter. I'm bound by, like you said, my...
Seems that you don't have faith in me, Matthew. Chop first, give him to Alex, then you can come in. Take your time, think about it. I'm home all day. No kidding, he's home all day. Seems you don't have faith in me, Matthew. It's actually not this at all. It's simply that my boss won't let me. I'm bound by the policies of the company I'm contracted to. Sadly, that may mean we have to leave.
My boss. If there's any...
But it does seem silly because you obviously have important things to say. And this is for the BBC, so it would be a huge platform to get your message across. I'm outside interviewing your fans right now. Must be weird having a boss. I feel that.
I can come in and hand them to you as I walk in or anything, then that would be great. Otherwise, I don't know.
Otherwise what, Matt? What happens?
Maybe just you'll have to let me know when maybe you're next free or something.
Do I miss
should
out
be
on the
never.
opportunity of a lifetime?
No, I mean, you'll probably be able to get an interview with other media outlets, I'm sure, but I do think the BBC is a really big and important platform. And I think that
Probably.
it's different.
Probably.
Well, yeah, sure. Definitely.
That's right. Let's be professional. Let's be clever with our language here. Let's be on point. I can definitely get another interview. And I can get another interview with the BBC. I can just say, send someone else. They'll do anything I want.
They probably probably would want to send me. That's the but.
Do you want to test that theory, Matthew?
Yeah, no, you can. You can honestly. If you go to them, they will say, well.
You're telling me, Andrew Tate, the most famous man in the world, can't get an interview with the BBC unless you're involved. Is that the level of hubris you operate under?
I've come here, but wait, just so okay. Look, the other thing is because of the fact that we have this sort of, for better or for worse, reputation where somehow we've become sort of internet nemesis. Even though that's not how I see it, then it probably would be reach a much wider audience and be viewed and talked about a lot more. That's just the brass tacks of it, is what I think. So, if there's any way, even if you want to do like a quick one through the gate, like I think that would be great. But my hands are tied re the chocolate situation, but. I don't know if you have any suggestions.
No, I don't want to do a quick interview. I want to do an in-depth, detailed interview. My
gonna
first
keep
interview
playing
under
this
house
through.
arrest is going to be world-breaking. It's going to be massive, perhaps the biggest internet interview of the year, perhaps of the decade. I own the culture, and I want to do it properly. But I can't do it without the energy, which will be procured from chocolate. And then I'll feel confident within myself to get the energy required to deal with the fake news media.
But when I come through the door from that point there, I'm pretty sure that I can just give them to you. So then you will have them. I'm still bowing down to your demand there. I think that's a pretty good deal.
I'm a fair man, Matt. Unlike you, I do not do snakery. I do not do tricks and games. I do not pretend to be someone I'm not. We are very different people. I have given you a very fair and simple parameter. You can decide if you want to comply or if you want to fly home again. I'm sure that they flew you on a private jet. They flew you on a jet, right?
You said that you didn't care if it was a hit piece or whatever. All I said was I was doing an objective documentary the whole time, and I want you to give you the chance to give your side of the story. That's why I'm...
Oh, you're giving me a chance. You're such a nice guy. Thanks.
These accusations are coming out regardless.
What accusations? What, the same girls from 10 years ago got disproved? Do you think anyone cares about that? Please, Matthew, you're not giving me a chance. I'm giving you a chance. I've given you a very fair parameter. It's a parameter that you can either adhere to or you can go home and fly home economy on Wizz Air. I don't give a fuck.
Wizz Air.
Up to you. Stop calling me. You know the parameter. You decide. Thank you.
So,
where's your private jet?
I don't have a private jet.
He does that.
But look, I know it didn't work out this time. Let me know if you ever want to do it again in the future. And while we didn't, not film an interview, obviously we have the phone calls that we had outside your house, and I guess we can use those unless you've got an issue with that.
Yeah, I do have an issue. I haven't signed a consent form.
Okay, well, in that case, I guess let me know if you change your mind at any point. Maybe in May, like your lawyer said, we can do another interview.
Perhaps, but yeah, I didn't sign a consent form, and it's a shame the BBC with their big budgets made you fly economy Wizz Air. That must be very annoying for you to fly in and out for no reason. I feel sorry for you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle out here.
You'll survive. Never.
Matt Shea, Vice Dork. I'm outside interviewing your fans. Must be weird having a boss. It is. Sadly, I'm driving away now. Call me when you're next free. When you say call me when you're free next? Okay, whatever. And then it's got this picture of this fool eating the chocolate on the plane. A whiz. Oh, brokey life. Should have joined the war room. Oh my god. Yo, because he pulled up. I do remember this. So I remember his interview with Andrew Tate. He pulled up and did the whole thing to like try to join the war room, but I don't know, did he win the fight or he didn't want to fight? He didn't win the fight, and he couldn't get into the war room. But Andrew, it seemed like he had a lot of respect for this kid. So he let him, put that whole thing together. And then I guess at some point he came up with this hit piece that Andrew Tate keeps bringing up about him repeating certain things that he's saying. I don't really get that part. Like, he's saying that it makes him look like he's frustrated with the asinine questions this Matt Shea dude was asking him.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yes, you do, Matt.
The algorithm to make you become more famous and more viral.
I'm not an expert on algorithms for social media platforms. I do not have most of them installed on my phone. I cannot control what a 15-year-old Singaporean decides to do when he chops me up and calls me names. I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your...
And I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your name in Google... When you search for your...
And I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your name...
Try to. Decides to do when he chops me up and calls me names. I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your...
And I wouldn't try to.
Yeah, why would this kid do this? Or why would they do... What's the point? It's clear as day that there's something wrong about that clip. If there was none of this on the screen and there was none of this context being given to me beforehand, and you would show this to me, I would be like, why is this replaying that clip?
When you search for your name in Google, one of the associated terms, why then have the Romanian police said the investigation is ongoing?
I'm not sure where you got that information from. I'm not sure who said it. Is there some kind of procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad...
Procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad...
I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your...
Procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad...
Vice are falsifying this documentary to portray Tate. I thought it was a good one. But it's very interesting to see what Andrew Tate thought about the documentary that's Matt O'Shea kid or whatever his name. It's interesting to see what Andrew's thoughts of it was, because I don't think I've ever seen him display any comment on that whole situation until I guess this drop. So this Matt dude is trying to get the opportunity of a lifetime to get to interview Andrew Tate, the first interview for him since he's got out of jail. I mean, to be honest, man, I don't really understand these clips. Why they like that. It's just so petty and completely obvious. Like, why would you alter these clips
In a lot of bad...
like, that's so dumb. Who are these people? These guys are straight idiots. And it seems like they've lost, like, they're going bankrupt now. So they're going downhill, and it seems to be obvious why, because they put that hit piece. I guess this is the hit piece. I guess that documentary turned into a hit piece by Vice, and they went after him. And then when he went to jail, they said, "Oh, he's in jail. We got him." And then he gets out of jail, and then all the stuff that they said about him just goes out of the window. Now their credibility is gone. Whoa! So now I'm like, I'm putting pieces together here. So this is like the first. This is the after effect. This is the first after effect of them getting out of jail or whatever, I guess, is this Dominion situation
and I
here.
wouldn't try to.
Which, I mean, it sucks for them. It sucks to suck, but you probably shouldn't be making up lies, especially about this dude, because if he got out of jail, I mean, I don't know, man. But we venture on. This dude, man, I mean, I don't know. If I was this kid, I would kind of be in the same aspect, but if you're not going to give him that chocolate, you don't know if you're... See, my thing is, Andrew kept saying, hey, I'm not going to give this dude an interview. Or, I want to say it like this. The words that he said made it seem like he wasn't going to give this kid an interview. But, I mean, I may be fence-sitting here because some of the stuff kind of seemed like he said, dude, we're not doing this interview. But the more and more he kept calling him, it seemed like he would have if he did, but I don't know. I think it was clear as day that he wasn't going to give him the interview, but something tells me deep down he probably would have gave him some kind of interview. I feel like it's something. If he'd have gave him that chocolate, homeboy, the Alex dude or whatever who's holding the camera, he would have grabbed the chocolate, went down there and gave it to him, and they would have fucking ate that shit and probably laughed at it. And then this kid, he would have probably sat out here for another hour or something or two until he either called Andrew or Andrew would probably call him and tell him to leave, or I don't even know, like the way his energy is, you would think like Andrew, he doesn't even have to call. He's not going to call this dude up. He's going to send that Alex guy to come out and tell him to leave. But something tells me if he gave him that chocolate, his chances of getting it in an interview probably were very small, but they would be more than just him not getting the chocolate. But, I mean, he goes right into... Dude, he just humiliates this dude the whole lot. Like, the whole time. And then this fool... the homie Andrew Tate pulls up to the gym, and he gets it in with the squats and punches. And he gets a massage and a head massage while he's sitting on the laptop with his brother smoking cigars. He's just roasting him, watching him on this, like, yo, that's insane. Check out this car. He got a little Datsun or something like that.
Hey, guys. Yep. Do you have the chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have the chocolate?
This dude looks absolutely desperate. So going back to this guy. If this was my opportunity to get this interview, and this was like probably the only way, I mean, I probably would do all this, but if he knew that Andrew had an issue with that video and there was no reconciliation on the matter, I would have never even flew out there. There's no way. If you can't, especially if you're not going to give him the chocolate, I would have said, screw these guys. I'm going to give them the chocolate and see what happens. They already look bad. But see, this isn't for Vice, though. This is for BBC. And I think, obviously, BBC is a little bit smarter than that. Because I'm sure he calls them and says, hey, I got to give this guy the chocolate or he won't give me the interview. Well, is it, obviously they're going to ask him, or is he really going to give you the interview? I don't know. But he says that if I don't give him the chocolate, I'm not going to get the interview. Well, how much is that? 5 pounds? How much? I don't remember. I don't remember the chocolate amount. I want to know how much that chocolate was. Because these people at BBC are like holding on to it like it's like $10,000 like worth of chocolate. It's probably like a couple $100, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember the quantity, and I don't remember exactly where he should say it, like right here.
But anyway, regardless, I mean, look, the main reason I'm calling is I want to see whether you were up for doing.
I'm not sure.
Self.
That must be complete.
You dishonestly edited.
You can say, well, here's the full unedited. I can bring you a box of chocolates.
I'm gonna think about it.
That's true.
Would you bring me a box of chocolates?
Box.
I can bring you a box of chocolates.
If you promise to bring me a box of chocolates, that will increase your chances. And I'll give you an answer within 24 hours. You have to promise me, man. Don't lie to me.
I'll check with my superiors whether I can send you a box of chocolates.
Well, then you check with your boss. You go into your boss's room and ask if you're allowed to spend a large portion of your salary on a 5-pound box of chocolates, and you let me know. And if you can...
A 5-pound box of chocolates. Is he talking about like pounds and like quid? It's like $100-something worth of. But it's not even just about the price. It's not even about the price. It's about what happens when you give him that chocolate. You just give him authority over. It's all about that transaction. The money is nothing. It's the transaction of security, of authority, of pride, power, and respect. You just give up your power to give him the box of chocolate, knowing that it's not even guaranteed that you're gonna have the interview. Like, that's so crazy. And I just find it interesting because it is like it's broken down to just that simple. Like, if this kid wants the interview, if BBC wants this interview, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make it happen. But obviously, that one thing that they're not willing to do is give up that chocolate, because it's all in the thought of it. For something you don't know whether it's gonna happen or not. Who wants to take that risk? And there's nothing like that happening, and then Andrew Tate, just like he said, going on Twitter and going, yo, I straight clowned this fool in BBC at the same time on a box of chocolate, and meanwhile homeboy has to fly back. Like, dude, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed if I was moments away of getting into his crib and getting this interview, flew all the way out there. Like, I don't know what the mileage and time it would be to fly over there, but like, how much to fly to Romania? Yeah, it's like almost 2 G's. Bucharest. It's literally like almost 2 G's to fly out there. And if they flew on that whatever Wizz, that's like a basic flight. I think it said like 14. Wait. What did I say? Yeah, it's like 14 hours. It's not bad. You can get there in like a day. Get there a half a day. But obviously there's a bunch of stops and stuff I'm sure you would have to take, so it would probably take even longer than that. But dude, I'd be pissed. This kid though, long story short, this dude get bent. Like, for real. This is so... Dude, the homie Brasso drops this video. It's got 1 million views. There's over 1 million people that know about this fool now. I guess that's good. Whatever it's called. It's eyes on him. You know, people are probably going to look him up on who this Matt O'Shea dude is, or Shea, or whatever his name is. But hearing it from Andrew Tate's mouth, dude, he called you a fucking dork and a geek. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Like, dude, now all these people know about you. That's embarrassing. I feel bad for this dude. But then again, I don't. If you just went out of the way and either... Here's what it all comes down to. This dude flew out there to do this, to do the first interview with Andrew, and it was dope. He flew out there to, like, throw dirt on his name, on Andrew Tate's name, or to make him look bad, however you want to say it. Obviously, Andrew Tate didn't like the video because because he thought that it made him look bad, which I seen the interview or the documentary, and I thought it was pretty cool. This dude flew out there to go do that, and then went back and gave his people, whoever, Vice, the footage, and they edited it. I don't know if he edited it or whoever he's got with him. Obviously, the people at Vice, the big people, seen that footage, and he edited, or whoever edited that documentary, and whatever that clip, those 2 clips that you see at the beginning here, whatever Andrew didn't like, they went out of their way to edit that because it has Vice's name in the top right of the screen, homie. It has it right there. Vice special report. And if it's clipping like this where he's saying it to make it like where it seems like he's frustrated, like, dude, that's not cool. So then you want to fly out to my crib to get my first interview. Why would I give you that opportunity? And then you could say, okay, well, maybe the kid didn't know about it. He just went out there and he thought he was doing the right thing, and somebody went out of their way to do that. Well, I think that's got to be known. That kid, he's got to prove himself. Like, I had nothing to do with it. Well, he doesn't really do anything that I know of, that you see of here. You don't really get any of that context. So you just get, okay, he calls Andrew up, and then what do you know? He wants to get the first interview, which could blow up everything. Obviously, this kid wants something from it. I'm just trying to break this. It's just fascinating, kind of like how this goes. So my question is, who's going to be the first interview? Or who's going to be the first legit sit down with him in person interview with Andrew Tate? Because that's going to be the one that blows up for sure. This one is already blown up. It's got 1 million in one day. So those are my thoughts. Shout out to Top G. Let's see what that interview is going to look like. I thought this video was very interesting. This guy looks real bad. He looks like a loser. Total L. But I mean, hey, you guys decide. You guys let me know about that. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys thought Andrew Tate was a little too harsh on this kid, you know, let me know. I don't know. You decide. I love you guys so much. If you want to help support your boy, make sure you guys hit the like, share, and the subscribe button. I would deeply appreciate it. We got other platforms. Hit me up on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Kicking It with Timmy B. And then hit me up on Facebook and Twitter at KIWTB Gaming. Andrew Tate, Top G. These are my reactions. Kicking It with Timmy B. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!